All right, hello everyone. I'm going to share a word I received last night and kind of a quick story. So yesterday I was at work and I was just kind of praying and talking to the Lord and doing my job and, just praying constantly, which is basically I pretty much do. And, the Lord, His Word says, and that's a King James Bible. And I'll put again why I'm a King James only person in the comments, but His Word says we're to pray constantly that we may escape what's coming upon the whole earth. And it also says, for the elect's sake, these days will be shortened. And I'll post all the rapture verses in the comments as well. But anyway, so I think when you truly know the Lord, He gives you like little signs of encouragement. And lately I've just been, just struggling with things of the world and maybe even focusing a little too much on it sometimes. And I've been working a ton and not only at work, but also doing a lot of work around this sort of ranch property. And I do enjoy it, but just kind of overdoing it. And considering I broke my leg again in December, sometimes when I spend a lot of time on it, it hurts pretty bad. And I got to ride one of those little buggies around in the grocery store because I'm not going to gimp my way back to the eggs, and among other things. So, yeah, just been working a lot and in pain pretty much all the time. I have a little bit of pain just sitting here now. I did just walk our trash can down to the end of the driveway, which is about 150 yards long. But so I guess my point is I was praying yesterday and just, I had read the verse, about, I think it was a Pharisee, I guess. Anyway, just sort of boasting and saying how he was glad he wasn't like all the rest of the people, and he tithed and all that. And then there was a publican that basically was asking the Lord to have mercy on him, for I'm a sinner. And then the verse goes along and says that this publican will be shown mercy and grace more so than someone who's high-minded, which again, I think it's in Romans, I don't know, it might be 6, I don't know, but it says don't be high-minded lest you get left behind. So don't get all puffed up about yourself. We're to walk in humility and all that kind of thing. And so anyway, I shared that I found like little animals and things, and a little lamb I found while I'm taking care of these ball fields and all. And yesterday, as I'm praying, I'm asking the Lord to, just show mercy. And I'm, I pray for other people quite a bit as well. And asking for the Lord's mercy and grace. And then I found this thing, and I don't even know what it's from. But it's like a little, it looks like it's from the bottom of a water bottle is my guess. Yeah, because it says stainless steel skinny tumbler. And we find stuff in these parks all over the city all the time. People just forget all their things, and we keep them for a little while, but then eventually they either get tossed or somebody takes it home. But anyway, on the bottom of this water bottle, it says Zone Grace. So, I think if you truly know the Lord, there's not many coincidences. There are no coincidences, it seems, with the Lord. Like, things just happen so much that, I think the Lord gives us little signs of encouragement. So I wanted to share that. And really enjoyed just being out here in the morning, drinking my coffee on our deck or walking around the yard. And this is a cup that I got from my wife. This is a picture of us a few years ago, and we're on the top of Mount Albert, which is Colorado's highest peak. So that was pretty cool. And we had tried it once before, and then my wife literally, like, that morning started to get sick, like got a really bad cold, and we were hiking up, and she's like, I don't know if I can do this. I don't feel good. So we made it about halfway and then came back. But anyway, we tried it again, and we made it to the top. So it's not a bad hike. It's just a lot of switchbacks and turns, but it's really pretty steep. But I believe, like people have said, it's kind of one of the easier ones. And I've climbed a couple, Long's Peak and things like that. And I posted a couple pictures of us when we camped. There's a place at Long's Peak called the Keyhole, and there's a boulder field, and you kind of camp in there, and there's glacier water running through, and it's gorgeous. We were like kind of on top of the clouds, and we could look down and just see this lightning storm. And it's so cool to see a lightning storm looking down from the top of the clouds. It's pretty amazing. So the Lord's creation is awesome. I've always appreciated it. I just think I appreciate it a lot more and see a lot more of him in it as I've come to know him. So it's pretty awesome. All right, so this is the word that I received last night. It says, Yea, Son of man, my spirit abideth in thee, and so I have called those before you. And the Lord has called, certain, people in the Bible Son of Man, and you can look that up yourself. So I'm not anybody special. I'm just doing what the Lord tells me to do, and people have tried to call me out on that and say it was only Jesus. No, the Lord has called people the Son of Man. Look it up. It's in the Bible. So you can just say again, KJV, and then Son of Man, and look at all the verses that come up and see if he called anybody else Son of Man. All right, yea, Son of man, my spirit abideth in thee, and so I have called those before you. Partake not in the ways of the world, but in all things heed my spirit, which guideth in all truth. Yea, you proclaim my name. Yea, you are my witness. Yea, ye weak and weary. And I've definitely been feeling that way quite often. Other times I feel like empowered and full of strength. And anyway, so yeah, ye weak and weary, I tell you, stay close and be not as those of the world, but emulate my righteousness, truth, and love. Allow not thy righteous anger to, I was writing fast, to cause thee to sin, but be strong in the Lord, putting on the full armor of God, for so I have warned. Your adversary goeth as a roaring lion, seeking who he may kill and destroy, and that which he steal. You are my children. Find then comfort in your Lord, for surely you shall find peace in me. Okay, so surely you will find peace in me, but so my wrath comes upon the children of disobedience. Yea, they proclaim salvation and preach falsehood, and mislead they who give them a platform. But I tell you, and thus it is written, on that day I shall say, I never knew you. All right, everyone, and I think I'll post maybe Matthew 24 and 25. If you haven't read that, I would encourage you to do that. And I took some pretty amazing pictures yesterday, and I posted them on the post page, but I took basically pictures of like the viewer on my camera. Like I got a really nice camera now. Lord blessed us with that. And they don't come through as good as if I download them to my computer and then I like email them to myself and then I upload them to the channel. So I'm going to try to do that because I really think that they're going to be pretty awesome. So there was a sandhill crane family, and then it looked like, I guess, the mom or the dad came flying in, and he came flying in to land next to the little one, and then the other mom or dad or whatever, and they look all happy, and they were chirping away, or not chirping, but they make their sandhill crane noises, and they looked pretty stoked, as we ski people like to say. And the wings were just gorgeous, and it's just pretty cool. So also took a picture of a deer and 2 fawn that were running across the field, but that was, I'm gonna guess it's probably 200 yards away, maybe 250. So anyway, I'll try to get those up here on the channel here, maybe tonight or next day or two. All right, everyone. Have a great day. God bless in the name of Jesus Christ.